following is a presentation of HBO Sports.
Hello again, I'm Jim Lampley. On November 13, HBO pay-per-view will make its second trip of the year to spectacular Cowboy Stadium in Dallas, Texas, as once again, Manny Pacquiao is going to fight there. Earlier this year, he got a unanimous decision over Joshua Cotto in Dallas. Now he'll be taking on Mexican welterweight star Antonio Margarito. Margarito coming back to fight in the United States for the first time in nearly 2 years. We're going to take a look back now to set you up for that at one of the biggest wins in Pacquiao's career, his most recent conquest of a larger fighter, the victory over Miguel Cotto 52 weeks prior to the upcoming pay-per-view date, November 14, last year in Las Vegas. Cotto was coming off just 4 months before a very tough, controversial decision against Joshua Cotto in Madison Square Garden. Pacquiao was 5 months removed from his spectacular destruction of Ricky Hatton via one-punch second-round knockout in Las Vegas. The central line of the narrative was clear. Having already vanquished larger men, Oscar De La Hoya and Ricky Hatton, could Pacquiao now beat an even stronger natural welterweight? The big question, what would happen in the first few rounds if Cotto actually touched Pacquiao with a punch much heavier than any he had felt before? Let's go back to November 14 of last year in Las Vegas to see how I called Manny Pacquiao against Miguel Cotto.
Okay, Trunk's okay here. Trunk's okay here. Gentlemen, Miguel, Manny, we went over the rules in the dressing room. I want to caution you again to keep the fight clean at all times, protect yourself at all times, and what I say, you must obey. Good luck. Touch him up.
Miguel Cotto was battered by an opponent who boxing believes had illegally loaded gloves. Now he faces an opponent who has naturally loaded gloves. How will Cotto deal with Pacquiao's power?
Round one begins. Freddie Roach is quite outspoken in saying this is just like De La Hoya and Hatton. It will be a wipeout and it will be over fast. Cotto's supporters say, you've got to be kidding.
I would say just by Cotto's football. I just cannot see that.
He snapped Pacquiao's head back with the jab, and one of the questions here, what happens to Pacquiao when he gets hit by a legitimate welterweight with a punch? Another good jab by Cotto. Timing on the jab is critical. Cotto has a knack for throwing it at the right moment. Manny just a little short with his right over the top.
You know, one of the things that Cotto, Pacquiao's always had guys who were straight up, and he would catch them with that beautiful straight left going back, or guys who was coming in slow and he could catch them with the right hook. But in Cotto, he's got a guy who's been down in a crouch position, which he's not used to, and a guy who's, I think, just as fast as he is, and physically a very strong guy.
Well, indeed, that's an interesting comment, because yesterday I said to Miguel Cotto, do you concede that Pacquiao has a big edge in speed? And he said, no, I train for speed. I concede nothing. I'm just as fast.
And you can see the power of his jab with the weight he's pushing Pacquiao back when he jabs.
At some point, we expect to see Cotto try to switch into a southpaw stance to see if he can land a right jab and keep Pacquiao back that way too. Pacquiao tries a straight left.
But Cotto caught it in the center with his right-hand glove. Pacquiao's very tricky. The thing about Pacquiao, he can be moving and pivoting and still knock you out and hit you with any punch from strange angles.
Yeah, but already you can see Pacquiao shows Cotto much more respect than he showed to De La Hoya and Hatton.
Well, he's experiencing better speed than he had to deal with in recent fights, in addition to probably feeling Cotto's strength.
You know, recent previous opponents of Pacquiao have been put on the defense by Pacquiao's speed, and so they have never returned his fire. What we're seeing here is Cotto returning and initiating fire to make Pacquiao mindful of him, as other fighters have had to be mindful of Pacquiao.
Another central issue here is spacing. It would seem to us that Cotto wants to fight close up to Pacquiao or far away, and not be in that middle range where Pacquiao's power might catch him.
Well, right now, Cotto has been fighting him at a distance and doing very well in it without even moving him to the ropes. And I think if once he gets him to the ropes, it's going to be even more of an advantage to Cotto. But he's beating him right now with the jab.
Body shot by Cotto, or excuse me, by Pacquiao. Left-hand body shot. Cotto ducking and slipping, and now tries to get a body shot in on Pacquiao. Cotto is just as fast when he trades with Pacquiao, at least in the first round.
Ang depensa ha, hands up niya. Hands up me. Alex, vamos. Little more ha. Little more in our motion. Okay. Little more in the toes. Okay. Muy buenas.
Very nice round. Very nice round. Very nice. Lively with that left hand. Careful with his left. That's the only thing he has. You saw that, right? Push him back. You keep pushing him back, the fight is going to get much easier for you. Don't be desperate.
CompuBox numbers in round one. Both guys landed 12 punches. Cotto threw a few more. Cotto was 8 out of 37 jabs. Pacquiao was 6 out of 27 jabs. Cotto's connects seemed to be solider.
It's much better. His jab is going right between the gloves of Pacquiao, where Pacquiao's trying to shoot his jab on the outside. But right now, I think the impact of the strength of Cotto's jab is moving Pacquiao back more, and that's the difference.
And it could mean that Pacquiao has to take more chances coming in.
Cotto's a good counterpuncher, and he made the move to counter Pacquiao there a moment ago. Pacquiao's people, Freddie Roach, have said no possible way he can counter Manny. If he tries to counterpunch, will kill him.
Well, you know,
but so far, Cotto's doing all right.
You see, you don't forget, Cotto has been in with speed fighters. He's been with judo, with Mosley, and he's been able to deal with their speed. Pacquiao, to my knowledge, hasn't had to fight a fighter with the speed that he's having experience now. Even Marquez was not really a fast fighter.
And Barrera was on the downside by the time Pacquiao got it.
Yeah, but
good left to the body by Cotto. Now Pacquiao fires 3 punches, and Cotto sticks a straight right hand in return. Good left by Pacquiao. Pacquiao seems to be doing better leading with his left than leading with the jab.
He's landed with his left very good, but still he's landed on a full welterweight now.
Good jab by Cotto. Cotto ripping Pacquiao with hard jabs in both of the first 2 rounds. 3-punch combination, Pacquiao. And there's the speed advantage for Pacquiao. He starts to open up. Cotto tries to find a place to counter. Body shot by Cotto. Pacquiao landing a right. Both body shots blocked by Pacquiao's elbows. Cotto will keep going there anyway. Good left hook by Miguel Cotto. Crowd comes out of its seat for that one. Cotto right on the belt line with right hand. Kenny Bayless says keep it up. Filipinos booing. First time Pacquiao had his back against the ropes. Freddie Roach doesn't want to see it. 3 quick left hands by Pacquiao, 2 blocked. Pacquiao blocks Cotto's body shots. Cotto blocks Pacquiao's body shots.
Pacquiao's got to start throwing some shots up through the center on Cotto too. Because he's landing good shots, but Cotto just physically a bigger guy.
Now Pacquiao starting to show off the hand speed advantage and land some shots. Gets in a right hook.
And his ability to punch from angles while he's twisting and pivoting.
This is real crucial what's happening here for the rest of the fight. Is Cotto going to go defensive, or is he going to respond like he is right now?
He's going to punch so far, and he's going to see if Pacquiao can take his stuff. Pacquiao hits Cotto with a hard left hand, and another, and another. But Cotto can take the punch. He's not being knocked back. Good body shot by Cotto. Drops Pacquiao in the corner. What a round.
This is what we came for.
Miguel Cotto's family apprehensive at ringside. Wife and son, blank stares.
Come on, you're enjoying his fight. You're enjoying his game plan. Use your jab. Use your jab, solid jab, stiff jab, and you push him back. And then we let go our hands, all right? Don't pull your punches back. You hear? Relax. Don't pull off your punches. Every time you throw, you're pulling back. Push in.
Our shots in round 2. Pacquiao had a big round. 33 out of 57, 21 in the last minute. Cotto was 16 out of 46. He made some impact too.
Spontaneous combustion in that last round. How will they respond, each of them, to what they saw and did?
Well, Joe Santiago asked Cotto to come back and throw more jabs, and Miguel begins round 3 with a series of jabs.
Manny punches so freely and fluid with his combinations. Right? His punches come out where Cotto is not really a combination puncher as much as Manny is. And Manny can punch from all kind of weird angles, and that's always a danger when you come in slugging with him.
Plus, the footwork gets him into position to land.
He bounces off his shots. Very good.
Cotto bounces a left hand off Pacquiao's face as Manny was rushing in. Manny landed a little right hook in there and follows up by knocking Cotto down. First knockdown of the fight. The right hook stunned Cotto.
He came back with a right jab. He's getting more dangerous with his right hand recently than he has been with his left.
Trying to use his right over the left of Cotto. I don't think Cotto was hurt, but let's see if Pacquiao can put some hurt on him now.
Well, let's see if Cotto can make it a 9-9 round. Pacquiao beating Cotto to the punch now.
Turn southpaw.
Now Cotto back in the conventional stance. Pacquiao landed the body shot. Cotto with a big left to the body. Hard right hand over the top by Pacquiao. He's landing that right hook now. Cotto goes right to the body. Three body shots.
I'm glad we're doing this fight on TV. Back in the old days, if we had been talking on the radio trying to describe the action, we would be just fumbling and over each other trying to talk. Almost impossible.
They trade body shots. Pacquiao gets Cotto upstairs under the chin. And they butted heads. No blood. 3 hard body shots by Cotto. And the jab lands again. When Pacquiao starts throwing, Cotto lands his jab. Or stops throwing, Cotto lands his jab. Now, when Pacquiao throws, Cotto goes into a little shell because of all the speed he's seen.
That's Manny's rhythm to go in and out and punch on his
left
toes.
hook counter by Cotto landed. Knocks Pacquiao back.
We've seen Cotto in these situations before, and he comes back. This is the most we've seen Pacquiao getting hit in recent fights.
Uppercut snaps Pacquiao's head back. Remember, Cotto has been down in the round and is trying to make it a 9-9 round. There's a blood mouse under the right eye, Miguel Cotto. He lands the last left hook of the round. How it was scored could be critical.
Listen to me. Brad. Hindi tayo pwedeng sumabay sa laro niya. Pero yung laro mo ang gagawin mo, in and out, Alex! Good boy. It's 5 minutes fight. Stop 5 minutes fight when you're on the road. Okay. Come on, stay in the middle of the ring. Stop 5 minutes fight.
There's the right hook that started it.
The other's right hand that came right back after a left hand, and Cotto didn't see it. Manny's very good with great reflexes and timing, where he can see these little openings that very few fighters can see. That's why he wins a lot of his fights on close decision by knocking guys down.
And then Cotto was in a position with 1:50 to go in the round where he was trying to win the rest of the round and make it 9-9. And there was the uppercut with which he punctuated the round. CompuBox numbers. Pacquiao landed 23, Cotto landed 21. Harold, how do you have it coming to the board?
Okay, Jim. 29-27, 2 rounds to 1, Manny Pacquiao. Jim, I got to tell you, Manny Pacquiao, I think the guy would be the fastest one in any division that he fights in. I mean, the hand speed is absolutely tremendous. I thought Miguel Cotto did enough to win round 1 with that real good left jab. Manny Pacquiao gets an extra point to round 3 for the knockdown. 2 rounds to 1, Pacquiao.
Cotto popping Pacquiao against the ropes. So far, round 4 has belonged to Miguel Cotto. Now here comes Pacquiao beginning to open up his offense. Little body shot with the right hand.
Pacquiao seems to be taking Cotto's shots. Well, we'll see if they accumulate over the course of a fight that doesn't appear to be a short one.
Step back, fellas.
Not so far, although anything can happen at any moment.
I very seldom saw a fighter that can fight the way Pacquiao can fight, moving in and out, punching from all angles, and a variety of punches, and everything from a rhythm. You know, as Harold said earlier, he's got speed, but not just speed, but punching power, and that's with either hand.
But since the knockdown, it seems Cotto has tightened his defense a bit. He's not getting hit as much since the knockdown took place.
He really didn't make a mistake when he got knocked down. It was one of those perfectly timed little punches, which Manny is known for.
Flurry of punches for Pacquiao. Cotto finally answers back with the right hand. Straight left lands for Manny. Does he have Cotto in trouble? No, Cotto's firing back. Pacquiao against the ropes. Freddie Roach thinks this is a very bad idea. Cotto pounding away. He's got the big advantage when Pacquiao's against the ropes.
Cotto has beaten down bigger fighters.
I think he's taking a breather, but I don't think he's hurt. You know, he had a good flurry right there. He's rested up, but at this point, he's catching every punch that Cotto throws.
Well, the reason he's taking a breather, Manuel, may be that he's taking more punches than we've seen him take.
Well, you know, he's got a guy that not just saying that Cotto can beat him physically, handle him, but that's Cotto's style anyway, is to be a bully. Some guys are bigger, but they're not known for being physical.
He may have gone to the ropes to let Cotto throw, thinking he could counter him with something big. Now it's Cotto whose back is against the rope, and he fights his way off and goes down again. Cotto landed a big left-hand shot, and then Pacquiao caught him with the right hook again.
And Cotto was hurt by that knockdown, where he wasn't hurt by the first one. Only a few seconds left in the round.
And it ruins a round that Cotto was on his way to winning.
But that's why I say Manny is so dangerous. He got unbelievable reflexes. It's hard to change him.
Crowd is on fire after 4 fabulous rounds.
Come on, breathe deeply through your nose. Inhale. Come on, you're doing his game plan. Box intelligently. Stalin, come on. Let's go. You're more intelligent than he is. Let's go, let's go. We can do it. We can do it. We can recoup. We can recoup. Let's do it.
You're fighting in beautiful in the middle of the ring. Don't stay on the ropes. Don't fight his fight.
Let's recoup.
Here we see Manny Pacquiao do what he does the best. Land punches from all kind of angles and positions where no one else could even have a defense against him. That's what he's known for. Very difficult to trade with him.
And this time it was the left hand that caused the knockdown. The right hook helped, but the left landed right on the jaw.
And even with Marquez, in the fights with Marquez, the particular second fight, he won the fight because of one of those similar knockdowns.
Well, 10 fights ago, Eric Morales beat Manny Pacquiao when he out-dueled him with his left jab. And at that point, Freddie Roach made a determination that he was going to make Pacquiao into more of a two-handed fighter and train his right hand. What an amazing learning curve it's been since then.
So far, this may be Pacquiao's best performance, given the opponent, given the punches he's taken.
I agree. It's more impressive than what he accomplished against either De La Hoya or Hatton, because Cotto's in sensational shape, fighting his fight at times, and is a much more live body than either of the other two guys.
Miguel Cotto is what I call a strong puncher. He's not a dynamic puncher the way Pacquiao is.
We look at Pacquiao. Isn't he a beautiful machine? And he can punch combinations from it so fluid, loose, and be moving with his rhythm in and out, in and out, in and out, and punching it from all angles.
He is accumulating punishment against Pacquiao, or excuse me, against Cotto. It remains to be seen if Cotto can continue to take this for a long series of rounds. And Cotto has slowed down since the first couple of rounds. His punches don't have the same speed now.
Watch your heads.
He pushes Pacquiao to the ropes. Pacquiao puts up the guard. And Cotto backs off.
Pacquiao's two hands have been better than Cotto's one. The left hand is the major weapon of Cotto. The right hand does not have the striking power, whereas Manny comes from all angles with power, with both fists.
Uppercut, snaps Pacquiao's head up again. Pacquiao was stunned by a left hook there as he came off the ropes.
Well, Cotto has won the majority of the last two rounds, but in the last round, it was a 2-point loss by him because of the late knockdown. Here again, he's winning the round, I believe.
But Cotto don't seem to have fully recuperated from that second knockdown. To me, even though he's doing good, he still seems to be a little bit on shaky legs.
A flurry at the end for Pacquiao. There's his father, Rosalio Pacquiao, who left his family when Manny was a boy, and they have been separated for decades. And this is the first time that Rosalio Pacquiao has ever seen his son fight live.
Yeah. We gotta get the Indian emotion going, but we can't let him lead us. Don't let him come to us. All right? Okay. Back him up with the Indian emotion. Okay. Huwag mong pabayaan. Huwag mo siyang pabayaan na siya papasok sa'yo.
We can do it. We can do it. We can turn it around. We can turn it
Don't
around.
let him come to you.
Let's do it. Come on, baby. We're here. We're here with you. We're with you. We're okay. We can get it done. Let's work it. Let's work it. Move. Move to your left.
There are a lot of voices in Miguel Cotto's corner, and frankly, I heard nothing in Jerry Olaya's interpretation to tell me that he's getting any tactical advice.
No, and there's a little desperation there. It's early for desperation. I think they think that Cotto is hurt, and they're trying to summon his will for him. We saw Cotto kiss his father there for a moment, as if pledging that he will stay in there.
And Harold Leslie reads us that Cotto won the last round, narrowing the margin to 3 points.
Cotto doesn't seem to be alert as shot. Manny Pacquiao, just look at him, seems to be fresher, more alert, more crisper with his punches.
Hard left hand for Pacquiao. Cotto having trouble dealing with Pacquiao's speed, as does every other opponent Pacquiao faces. Left hook landed in there for Cotto.
Pacquiao is unbelievable, little machine. I'm looking at it, and even the two knockdowns with some real weird punches. He went a left up between the gloves. It wasn't an uppercut, wasn't a hook. And then he lands a right jab from an angle to score that. Now there he goes again. Weird punches from weird angles. He can sense the right punch to throw at the right time.
I think he senses that Cotto is weakening, and he's trying to see if he can finish him right here, with more than a minute to go in the round.
Cotto's been down twice in the fight, both times from punches he could not see. They were coming too fast.
There wasn't even standard punches.
Straight left hand lands for Pacquiao. Cotto backs off again. Cotto just misses with a big left hook that would have done damage. Pacquiao peppering him with punches against the ropes. Eventually, Cotto's eyes are likely to swell up from all the punishment he's taking.
Stop. Step back clean, fellas.